Cara Delevingne, who I have my own problems with Cara Delevingne because she ruined Enchantress on in the Suicide Squad movie, and it's very hard to screw up that character. But they found a way, and that's amazing. But she is in the news for other reasons today, and it says Cara Delevingne has been accused of fetishizing black women after footage of her licking Azalea Banks resurfaced. Remember, resurfaced is not a thing. That just means that somebody went and looked for it. Resurfaced is a misnomer. So footage of her licking Azalea Banks resurfaced following her bizarre treatment of Megan Thee Stallion at the Billboard Music Awards.
She didn't lick Azalea Banks, to be fair. She imitated the action of licking Azalea Banks from inches away from her skin.
That's gross.
But that's still hella weird. And she climbed onto the stage, pushing past security to do so. And
the more I looked at this video,
she was wasted.
I'm in agreement that it was probably cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Like,
or something. Whatever this woman is on. I don't know.
Speedballs are a hell of a drug. So it says it's fair to say that Delevingne has managed to completely steal the show at Sunday night's Billboard Music Awards, despite the fact that she isn't best known for being a musician, let alone a nominee. Well, neither is Ezra Miller, but we learned yesterday that Ezra Miller is a musician.
Right. Yeah, true that.
But Cara's erratic behavior on both red carpet and during the actual ceremony arguably overshadowed the actual winners from the evening, with many of her escapades going viral on social media. So basically, she's like creepily following, like, do you know how to best describe it?
She was basically just like following her around the entire night.
Look at the still image of the E! News video, and it's really funny. She's like poking her head around the corner.
Stalking her, and
so weird.
In the video she's like grabbing the train of her dress or her like two-piece outfit and like flinging it in the air over and over again, and like Megan Thee Stallion was like not having it. She was like, what are you doing?
She looks like a weird combination of Margot Robbie and Emma Watson.
I don't like her.
I've never liked her. I mean, I liked her vibe back in like 2014 where she was like the goofy supermodel who likes bacon, like whatever.
If that's not the most like designed image I've ever heard, it's like you can be the goofy supermodel.
But that
who
only
likes
takes
bacon.
you so far. You're just annoying.
Well, her family's very wealthy.
Oh yeah, she's totally a nepo baby, but she is pretty.
When Megan won the award for rap female artist, Cara could not hide her excitement as she leaned into Megan and stuck her tongue out while pulling a face.
Ew.
It's
she's so weird and annoying. Like, she's like that girl in middle school who just annoyed everyone.
Ugh.
As Megan made her way to the stage, Cara once again grabbed at the train of her dress. Maybe she just really liked the dress. Maybe she doesn't care about Megan.
No, it sounds like she's high.
She's like looking for a tag. She's like, maybe it's not couture.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's it.
Finally, she was seen writhing on the floor as she took a photo of Doja posing with Fat Joe and DJ Khaled.
I rest my case. She's definitely high. What the F? What a weirdo.
So basically the tweets are from people who are... I also love the hyperbole of Twitter, where this first one says, glad people are finally seeing that Cara Delevingne as the menace to society. Like, of course. Like, maybe she's just high and acting stupid. Maybe she's not a menace to like do you know what a menace to society is actually supposed to entail? I don't think you do.
I don't think it's that. Yeah.
You should go see the movie watch the movie Menace to Society. That would give you a better idea. Yes, I love that movie. Glad people finally seeing Cara Delevingne as a menace to society because she was trying to kiss Megan at the Met Gala party. Another uncomfortable moment was captured as Leia McSweeney's at her holiday party last year during Azalea Banks' performers of 212. So it says, Cara got on stage mid-performance and grabbed the mic from Azalea, speaking incoherently to the crowd before the visibly confused musician was able to take the microphone back. See, when you're like, I'm imagining, blah, blah, blah. Like when you're like a musician and a performer, you're just like, I'm trying to do my job here, dude. Can you go away? Like, that's just weird.
I mean, even if you're not in the middle of anything, I don't think I would want somebody like all over my personal space and pretending to lick me.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not at all.
She's like a feral animal, big feral clown energy.
Carol then kneeled on. She then kneeled on the floor and began to grab and lick Azalea's leg, with someone sharing the video writing, "Can we ban Cara Delevingne from Hollywood?"
Honestly,
so you should just ban her for her portrayal of Enchantress. That's what you should be doing.
Yes.
This pattern of behavior behavior has now sparked a wider conversation, and this is where it gets very, very a wider conversation about Cara's treatment of Megan, Doja, and Azalea, with some accusing her of fetishizing black women as they're called her out for repeatedly making people feel uncomfortable. Maybe she's just, do you remember
it's not totally unfounded.
But do you remember the Riley Dennis like when everybody's coming like you can't own my attraction? Like maybe she's just attracted to black women.
Okay, but this is how
Still
she
very
wants to
weird.
express
Don't
that by like
attracted to black,
drunkenly advancing after that.
Yeah, I don't like it. Don't
or
like that.
drunkenly, or like just basically high on coke. Like that's not appropriate behavior, and it is a pattern of behavior. I don't think it's totally unfounded to say that she's like fetishizing or like harassing people.
Harassing, yes. Fetishizing, what I'm saying is like, okay, so she's attracted to black women and she's also high, and that's the problem. Target the drugs, not the. Obviously, we don't know that for sure, but it's the behavior is erratic enough that you can ask questions. But maybe she's just attracted to black women and also happens to be going to these events and acting irresponsibly because of something.
Yeah.
I hesitate to, because these terms are so weaponized.
At the same time, like if this were a dude acting like this, that would be predatory. Like that would be predatory behavior.
Yeah, well, we live in an era of uneven social enforcement.
To avoid a double standard, I think that her behavior is like kind of creepy and predatory.
Can I just say she also looks terrible? Like what is she wearing?
She's
like is she like not there in a
the sunglasses, the orange
so
tinted sunglasses were like throwing me off.
So it says, do people realize that what Cara was doing last night was fetishizing and dehumanizing black women? Like I said, when I start hearing this language, I check out and I'm like, okay,
because it's been misused so many times that even if that is the case, it doesn't mean anything when you say it.
Cara Delevingne is weird. Please stop fetishizing black women, says somebody whose screen name is the Queen of Self-Awareness.
Indeed, she is. She also has 2 likes on that tweet, and BuzzFeed has chosen to include her priceless input.
The viral ones were actually really funny. One of them was that Cara Delevingne and Ezra Miller need to be put in a cage together, which I would love to see. They should just battle it out for who's the most feral and unhinged.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a black woman, but she is a woman, which means he has the advantage because the rage would come out in Ezra Miller.
True. Yeah,
and he would,
That's dangerous.
Likely lay the smack down.
But she's weird. She's got weird, chaotic, neutral energy.
Maybe she would just be so like all over the place. Like she wins just by virtue of acting weird and like writhing and moving all over the place.
Another one said, your chances of being watched by Cara Delevingne are slim, but never zero.
Exactly. Well, same for your chances of being smacked by Ezra Miller.
She exudes "where's my hug at" energy.
Can you explain what the hell?
It's just like the creepy guy at the party who, like, when the girl is trying to leave, he's like, "Hey, where's my hug at?"
Oh man,
not here.
Cara Delevingne's behavior so greatly outweighs anything embarrassing I've ever done that I think she cured my anxiety.
And did you write you wrote an article about this, right?
I did, and I just want to include like my personal favorite part of my own article. She appeared in other clips, frequently sticking her tongue out and popping into conversations between Megan and Doja Cat and others like a crazy groundhog.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, honestly.
And then there was Julia. Do you have the Julia Fox?
Yeah. So people went and the clip resurfaced.
Resurfacing.
People went and dug up an excerpt from Julia Fox's Forbidden Fruits podcast, recounting her personal experience witnessing a wasted Delevingne make a scene at the Azalea Banks concert in November last year. So Fox and her co-host were both there, and they recalled Delevingne rushing past security and then climbing onto the stage.
Totally normal.
Fox said she could tell by Azalea's face she was over it. She was like, "Okay, let me have my moment," which is understandable.
That's fair.
Then I made sure to mention she didn't actually lick Azalea. She was shown sticking out her tongue mere inches away from Banks's leg
Right.
mid-performance. Accompanied this video was reposted the same day as the BVMAs because everyone was like, "Yay, it's time to dunk on Cara Delevingne."
So she is.
Can we ban Cara Delevingne from Hollywood?
So now Cara Delevingne and Amber Heard can start a club as the only women that you can dunk on in Hollywood and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah,
That's-
unfortunately,
So
such a club exists.
So what did you think of the Julia Fox take?
I mean, she was just kind of talking about how it was like crazy and like she was thirsty. She said she was thirsty, which is like, it's true. But like, especially with the, like paired with the incident of her leaning in to kiss Megan Thee Stallion at the Met Gala after party.
So weird.
That's repeated behavior, like unwanted, unwelcome advances at somebody. And she's kind of getting away with it just because she's a woman and
That's what happened.
that's literally how it works.
This one says, Cara Delevingne is the perfect example of white women feeling overly entitled to anyone's, but especially black women's, personal space and boundaries.
Let me rewrite that for you. This is a case of a woman feeling entitled because she is a woman to anyone else's time and boundaries.
I'm always amazed at how people always have to continually like add more boxes to everything they talk about here. Like you could make those comments so much more general and more people would feel a lot
even
more.
just like she's
heard.
a celebrity, therefore she thinks
That
everything
too.
she has to
Right.
add to a camera shot
It's
is
all so
valuable.
important. Yeah.
Like,
It's not though. It's really not.
yeah.
Meanwhile, all the guys are like, I wish she would do that to me. It's probably like all the guys in Hollywood are just like, oh, come
I'm
on.
just saying, if some dude in big orange shades was like grabbing the train of Megan Thee Stallion's dress and lifting it in the air, do you think that would be quirky and hilarious?
No.
Like, that's not charming.
No, and
That's
he would
weird.
be
It's creepy.
He would be in trouble for doing that.
Obviously, yeah.
And he would have to apologize, and he'd lose all his acting work, and then he would have to wait a year, and his whole career would be based around how the fact that he got cancelled, and then cancelled, and then he'd have to have a whole comeback. But she's not going to have to do that,
Yeah.
so she's just going to have to maybe rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hopefully.
did you see these photos? Like the one where like they edited her out of the picture?
Yes, I did.
No, that's awesome.
It was a picture of Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat where Megan Thee Stallion posted it on Instagram cropping out Cara Delevingne. So you can probably tell that she was like annoyed at her.
No, but if you see the photo, she's actually in the middle of the frame. It's not like they cropped her out of the side. Somebody had to professionally. It looks like somebody had to professionally edit that.
Ooh.
Like if you look on the screen there, like
Burn.
it's like is she in the
I
bottom
thought she was
photo?
sitting behind Doja Cat, so she might have just not been pictured in it.
She's out of focus in that one, probably because she
I
was moving
see.
at the time that photo was taken.
Right.
But it's really funny because the one that she posted looks real. But it's clearly edited and photoshopped, and then the one where she's actually in there looks fake, like somebody photoshopped her in the picture as if she was
She's
just trying to
sticking
get
out.
between them. Yeah, it's really weird.
Ugh.
So it says, some argued that Megan's repost was a subtle nod to the online commentary around Cara's antics, and others pointed out that Cara was slightly blurry in the original snap, so she might have actually been cropped out for that reason. Imagine having the budget for like a company that they can just like, we didn't get any better photos, so we'll just crop her out of that one.
Sure, yeah, that's not unreasonable.
So I don't know. I don't know if it speaks to the issues of like, is this because women have the ability to do this and get away with it? I can't say. Or if it's because just she's a celebrity and she has the ability to get away with it.
But
Yeah.
I think it's mainly that she's a woman.
Yeah,
double-
So you know how we have the intersectionality thing that
Yeah.
goes the other way too. If you're a celebrity and a woman, or if you're a celebrity and you're like LGBTQIA plus, you're gonna be able to get away.
Yeah,
with,
we're turning it around on them.
Exactly, it's true. It's exactly the case.
It's I'm a guy, so I'm gonna stay in my lane. I got nothing to say on this topic. I've got
No uterus, no opinion.
That's right.
I'm not allowed. That's what I've been told. So that is
Lucky
what it
you.
is. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.